you've just built your website with Lovable, Bolt, Replit, or any other vibe coding program, I've got some bad news for you. Google and AI chatbots are not able to see your website. In this video, I explain why and how to fix it. Vibe coding is a new hype that emerged with AI website builders such as Bolt, Lovable, Replit, and others. I decided I wanted to give this a shot because I didn't want to hassle anymore going the regular route, especially the costs of building an old website, and it takes forever. Now, when I heard about vibe coding, at first I was skeptical, but when I tried it, I was sold. When I finished my website, I noticed a huge problem. Google and chatbots are not able to find my website. I spent a couple of days building my website, but this would be an absolute deal breaker. And the reason is because I have websites and clients that rely on organic traffic. Now, the reason Google and chatbots cannot find your website is because it's client-side rendered. That means it's entirely built with JavaScript. To translate that, your website content only appears after the JavaScript runs. So Google bots, crawlers, they often find an empty page instead of real text and real content. And the reason is that crawlers, they don't wait for the JavaScript to load in. This does not only count for Google, fortunately also for AI chatbots. So if you're hoping to rank in ChatGPT, it won't happen this way. Now, if you've already built your own website using Lovable, Bolt, Replit, any other vibe coding tool, you can check if Google and chatbots can see your website or not. Here's how. You go to Inspect Elements, you do CMD-F, Control-F, depending on your MacBook or Windows, and you type in a word that you see on the page, and if it shows up here in the page source, you're good to go, and if it doesn't, you have a problem. So for example, this word, AI, and it's not showing up. Now, if you don't see your actual content there, just a few script tags, and that's what Google and chatbots see too. Another way to test this is to go to the rich results test from Google. Let me show you what it looks like if you haven't fixed it yet. You type in the URL you want to check. And here it says URL is not available. Now let me give you an example what it looks like if you have fixed it. If it is available, you can see it here and you can check how Google sees it. Here's the source code, and you do the same thing here. You press the search icon, you type in a word that's on your website, and there it is. This means Google can see it. There's even a screenshot how Google sees your website. If you can see your content in here, then you're good to go. Why don't you just prompt it to the AI builders to fix it, right? Well, of course, it's the first thing I tried, but it makes things only worse, and it can even break your website. It just doesn't work because of the way that they're built. Now, I also tried to hire some people through different freelancing platforms to try to fix it for me. Several people tried, but they couldn't fix it. Or I had to pay thousands of dollars to hire an expensive developer, and I didn't want to do that. I found out about a solution that can fix all of this for free in 1 hour. So here's how to fix it. Now, this might sound technical or complex, but trust me, you can do it yourself. So I found a way to serve pre-rendered HTML to bots using Cloudflare and prerender.io. Check out the links in the description. You can sign up for free. You keep exactly the same experience, and you can keep prompting your AI the same way that you do now. Now, if you want me to help you out with this or help you out with your SEO, shoot me a message. Now go to Cloudflare, create an account for free. You can add your domain name here. You click continue, just select the free plan. It will automatically detect the name service that you have right now. And now we need to set up CNAME records. Do that by going here, select CNAME. It's very important to make this CNAME, otherwise it's not going to work. Fill in here the @ and here's the location of your Lovable. You can find that in your Lovable account. Go to project settings and click domain, and that's where you can see it. If you get an error like this, okay, you still have an A record, which you need to delete. So I'm going to select these. Going to delete, hit save again. And there it is. Now for the other, go CNAME again, add here in the name www. Type in the location of where your Lovable app is hosted, or your other, or Bolt, or Replit. You hit save, and there it is. Now you go to continue activation. After you've done the pre-render setup, you need to change your name servers according to instructions here. Now you go to prerender.io and you sign up for a free account. Once you're in, you can select your integration, well in this case with Cloudflare, and they have a full detailed guide walking you through this setup. So go ahead and do this for your website. On the free plan, the default cache and freshness is set to 3 days. This means each cached URL will be automatically refreshed or recached every 3 days, and each of those they count towards your render usage. So you want to set this up that you don't burn your credits through directly, because if you do, Google and AI chatbots might have a problem crawling your website again. Now, they've got a guide about URL parameters. Go to the section of their website, links also in the description. And here you can tell them to ignore certain parameters that might show up that should not affect the page rendering. You can ignore URL parameters, you can ignore URL based on certain rules or cache specific parameters only. So if you see a lot of URLs show up that are not relevant, just make sure to exclude them. And not relevant meaning for chatbots and for Google. So once you've done all that, you need to fix your name servers. It might take a while, but once they've propagated, you can check if it works. So you can inspect element here to see if the content shows up right here. CMD-F or Control-F, you look it up, and there it is. The other way again is to go to the rich result test. You check for the page here and you can see what Google sees, and also do CMD-F or Control-F again. And you look for a certain word that's on your page, whatever it is, or a few, and there it is. You can see the content right there, meaning Google and AI chatbots can now see your content. And I'm also curious what you use, Lovable, Bold, Replit, or any other, and what you're building. So leave that in the comments and share some results. I might create a separate video of going through the pre-render settings for a full tutorial. And if I do, I'll link it here in the video. And if this video helped you out, please leave a like, subscribe, and a comment below.